Hey guys, Mr. Wagner here, and I'm here to give you some reminders to help you be successful, to be super successful on your revising and editing test, whether it be CDB, the STAR test, or anything like that at all. So we'll start off with this. You say you get a passage in front of you, and the first thing you want to do is determine if it's a revising passage or an editing passage. If you read through the little blurbs up top, it should give you some hints, like it'll either say something about it needing to be revised, or correct any errors or proofread. So, and you have to know the difference. If it's asking for something about revision, that means you're making overall improvements to the writing, adding ideas, subtracting ideas, rearranging ideas, combining ideas, something like that. You're just making it better overall. Editing, they'll say something about correcting errors or proofreading, and that means, correcting the typical mistakes like spelling, punctuation, capitalization, grammar, usage, anything like that. That's the first thing you want to do, because then you'll be looking at the passages a little bit differently once you know what they are. Secondly, you want to actually, I know this takes a little bit of time, and this is something that a lot of students don't want to do, but it's super helpful. You actually want to read through the passages and improve them carefully. Like, take the time to read through them and just see what you can see, because you're going to find errors already and be able to fix them. For example, in this sentence here, I noticed that there was a compound sentence. It just didn't have a comma straight up. So I was like, oh, I can fix it on the way. And then I knew that once I got to that question about sentence 3, that I already knew that I needed to put a comma there and I wouldn't have to guess on it. So yeah, just see what they're about. See if there's anything that seems out of place. Circle, highlight any errors you find. Try to improve them on your own, like I did. If you can correct them on your own, you're not going to need to guess a multiple choice answer. You already found the best answer. You just need to match them up. All right. Third step, once you're done going through the passage, you want to read and mark the questions carefully. Definitely circle those keywords in the question and determine what's being asked of you, what sentence number you need to go back and look at. So yeah, sentence needs to be added after. That's key, not before, but after sentence A to strengthen the introduction to the paper. So I know for sure what I'm looking for. And by circling them, you just get them in your mind a little bit stronger, and you'll be able to comprehend and do what they're asking of you better. After that, you want to go back to the passage now, underline and examine the sentences in question. If it's talking about, for example, sentence 17, I'm going to go back to sentence 17. If you haven't already improved them, like if you hadn't found out what's wrong with it, now you can really kind of take a special closer look at it and see if you can improve them now. Pay real close attention to things like comma splices when you have two sentences stuck together with only commas and no conjunctions. Run-on sentences where you have sentences combined without commas or conjunctions, just terrible. And then sentence fragments. They do a lot of incomplete sentences in the STAR test and CDBs. So if I look at this one, I can see, well, he led the schoolmates in songs because rescuers worked to free them from the wreckage. When I looked at that one more carefully, I'm like, ooh, I think the word because doesn't work. Maybe while is the correct choice for that. That sounds better. And that might not be exactly what's in the answer choices, but maybe at least I'm pretty sure I know that this is the wrong word and there's going to be a word closer to while, something like that. So that's the fourth step. Fifth step, you go back to the answer choices now, and you can actually circle that best answer. Remember, the best answer should match your improvement or at least be pretty close to it. And one thing I want to really show you is like how important it is to cross out distractors. You're going to see a lot of them that have like run-ons, comma splices, and fragments. If you can recognize those, you'll know they're never going to be correct. It's really going to help you to get rid of those distractors. Just to show you, this sentence right here is a total comma splice. It's two sentences stuck together with just a comma. The famous basketball player who carried the Chinese flag, comma, he was named Yao Ming, no good. And then you have a run-on. A famous basketball player carried the Chinese flag. He was named Yao Ming. Nope. Just two sentences stuck together. Then you have this one over here, which is a fragment. A famous basketball player carried the Chinese flag, period. Who was named Yao Ming? Nope, not a complete thought like that. So those are just some examples of things you can look at. If you recognize them and cross them off, you know there's only one good answer. A famous basketball player named Yao Ming carried the Chinese flag. So, and if you do these steps and go through the full process in this regard, you're going to be a lot more successful. In fact, I would say you would be super successful on these exams. All right, thanks. Good luck and have a great day.